Welcome, everyone, to the Better Love Movement podcast, where you will finally learn how to intentionally do dating and relationships right. My name is Anita Stoudemire, and I'm a licensed professional therapist and your personal love mentor. I've worked with thousands of singles and couples, giving them the skills needed to attract and keep the amazing love they desire. It's my heart's work to help people to get the skills needed to not only become the very best versions of themselves, but to help them grow and evolve emotionally and relationally. You can absolutely have the romantic relationship of your dreams. Come and let me show you how. Hey everybody, it's Anita with Better Love Movement. And so today we are in episode 76 of the podcast. It is entitled No Backsliding in This Quarantine Time. And we are in week 6. We are starting week 6 of the self-quarantine, social distancing during this pandemic, this COVID-19 pandemic. And the reason for me doing this podcast today, I had quite a few clients, quite a few people talking to me about re-entertaining exes, people they know are not good for them. I've experienced this myself, having exes or men that are bored or are not quality men or don't really have any good intention for me. They are falling into the DMs. They are sending messages through Messenger. They are texting. They are calling. And honestly, they are bored, as all of us are. These are very difficult times that we're in right now. And so, folks are starting to run out of things to do. And they are reaching back. They are very nostalgic. They're very much in their feelings right now. And they may be missing an ex-lover, an ex-friend, or they may be reaching out to new people that they're seeing on Facebook or Instagram. And they are, sending them messages, sending them DMs. They are texting. So just understand what's happening right now. A lot of people are literally opening up their contact page in their phone and they are just scrolling it. They are seeing names and numbers. They may not even be sure who those names and numbers are. And they are reaching out to these folks just out of sheer boredom. So my message for you today, and I'm going to be brief, I promise, is no backsliding. I really don't want you to fall back into something that instinctually isn't good for you. This person on any other occasion, on any other day when we wouldn't be going through what we're going through, you would recognize that this person isn't really that interested, isn't really into you, isn't really pursuing you like that, wasn't calling you, wasn't texting you, wasn't doing what they needed to do to keep you in the first place. And so now that we are in this special situation that we're in, you find that now, all of a sudden, I guess, people have had time to self-reflect. Now they want to call you. Now they want to text you. They want to entertain you or you to entertain them. And I don't want you to do it. I want you to stick to your guns. I want you to take this time to maybe work on something new, develop something, come up with some new creative ideas. Start a school program, write a book, read some books, become a better you, and really make this time work for you. And here's what I will say, and I get it. A lot of people think that during this time you should be starting a business or doing something ultra productive. Okay, even if you're not doing that, because I'm not going to get on that high horse and say you should come out of this time with a whole new source of income or having done something fantastic. Even if you come out of this time with a new awareness, I consider that a win. If you come out of this time with some new knowledge, if you've read some books or listened to some audiobooks, or you have invested in some sort of program, or you have really, just invested in yourself in some way or another, listen to podcasts, if you've grown in any way whatsoever, I consider it a win. So it doesn't even have to be a really big win, but use this time to your advantage. For a lot of us, we are working from home. I know for myself, I am seeing clients still in my office, but I am still working from home. And I am spending more time than I normally would, even though I spend a lot of time by myself, reflecting, reading, learning, growing. I am obsessed with personal growth. But I'm spending even more time doing that, even more time really honing my skills, becoming the very best feminine energy woman I know how to be. Because let me tell you something, this time is going to be over. And we are going to get back to what we were doing before it started. Maybe that will happen slowly, maybe it will happen quickly, I don't know. But folks will no longer, have the excuse of, I'm calling and texting you, I'm FaceTiming you all the time because where else am I going to go? What else am I going to do? And so when the world opens back up and they have other things to do and other places to go, you're going to really see where you fall on their list of things to do, on their list of priority. So be very mindful if you are entertaining folks now during this time, because we really don't know until things, become more normalized what that really means. Continue to vet and qualify people the same as any other time, any other day. Take your time. Spend time on you. Choose you first. I'm never going to stop saying that. And vet and qualify these folks. If there are new folks falling into your DMs and just, really see what they're about. The most interesting story I can share with you is, yes, there have been a lot of men messaging me and calling me, FaceTiming me, and usually those conversations don't go anywhere. Like, they don't become anything. I give it a week. 7 days is the average. 7 days those men call themselves pursuing me, and I'm using air quotes, and then it's all over. And so I just caution you, don't pour your heart into someone and then 7 days it be all over. So it is going to take a little longer than 7 days for me to feel invested in anything, and it should be the same for you. It's going to take a little longer than a month. It's going to take a little longer than 2 or 3 months, 5 months. I am going to guard my heart. I am going to choose myself first. And I encourage you to do the same. But right now, men are bored and they are engaging other women other than you. I mean, I am fully aware of that. And so, because I am an empathic stoic, I approach men from that space where I am not cynical, but I am also not jumping for joy when a man falls into my DM or messages me. And I want you to be the same way. I want you to see it as, oh, okay, hello, great to meet you. And that's about it. But the true test of a man who is genuinely interested, one, is going to be when this whole thing is over and they have other things to do, they have other places to go. And then two, just good old-fashioned time. Let time go by and see how interested they are over the long haul, over the long term. But people will, be interested in anyone for any small amount of time. They will display interest over a week, over a few days. Okay, talk to me when a year has gone by. Talk to me when 6 months has gone by. And let me know if their interest is still the same for the most part. So take your time. Do not backslide. Let me encourage you to, while you may have fond memories of an ex, I have many. I have many fond memories of men that I've dated, men that I've loved. We've had wonderful times together. We've had great conversations and great connection. However, there is a reason why I am not with them now. And I also, when I'm strolling down memory lane, I remember that as well too. I have vivid dreams about a lot of the things that I do not want in a man or in a relationship. So have healthy balance when it comes to that nostalgia. Make sure you're remembering all of the things about that relationship or that man that you did not want. And It is not to say that men cannot change or grow or be better. That is my hope for every man. But I also understand now that it is his work to do. I have no parts of it. I have nothing to do with it at all, and I will not participate in it. That is your part as a healthy feminine energy woman, to take a step back, to lean back, and to stay there until the man fills that space and he steps up on his own. If he does not do that, that is telling you all you need to know, that he either is not capable of growing and becoming better, or he does not want to. So either way, that's not your work to do, but do not entertain exes during this time. A lot of folks tell me, well, I don't see anything wrong with being friends with an ex, or, he's not a bad person. We didn't work out, but he's not a bad person. I don't see anything wrong with being friends with an ex. But I want you to keep this in mind. When you give energy to an ex or anyone that you don't want, that is energy that is now flowing in a direction away from what you do want. I am so bent on having what I want at this stage in my life that I don't give energy to things that I don't want. I need all of my energy going in the direction of what I want, not seeping out in the direction of what I don't want. And energy towards exes of any kind is taking away energy towards the new person, the person who's the best fit for you, the person who is great for you in your life and is going to give you the relationship that you want. Keep that in mind. Too many people think that entertaining exes is no big deal. What's the big deal? What's the harm? I'm telling you what the harm is. You are taking energy away from the person who is the better fit for you, from the man who will one day be your man, be your committed partner, be your husband. So do not even give 1 ounce of time or energy to someone that you know isn't a good fit for you, that you know you've given a chance or more than a few chances to, and they are still the same. Zero energy. They get zero energy. Block, delete, unfriend, just do not give them any energy. And for the new men who may be falling into your DMs or messaging you or calling you or texting you or FaceTiming with you, continue to vet and qualify them. Even in this COVID-19 time, nothing has changed. My standards have not gone down because we are in a worldwide pandemic. My standards have not gone down because we are self-quarantining or social distancing. Nothing has changed. And this is something I cannot express enough. It's like the same people who tell me, well, Anita, you are encouraging women to not have sex outside of marriage or not have sex outside of being exclusive and committed. That is so outdated. It's 2020 and women have needs just like men have. Let me tell you something. I don't care what year it is. I don't care what day and time it is. I don't care if it's the end of the world. High standards, having requirements, being a woman of virtue never goes out of style. It will never go out of style. So that is all I have for you today, but I just want to encourage you not to backslide, not to go back during this time, not to entertain people that you know aren't good for you. Why? I want you to take this time for you. This is a wonderful time to really become a better version of you. And I am still seeing clients in my office. They are still doing their work. I mean, there's still a lot of foolishness going on there, but they're still doing their work. And I am just encouraging them that this is a gift. This time is a gift for you. And guess what? A lot of things are being revealed during this time. I've had to prune some friendships. I've had some people fall off. And I'm not mad about it because I believe this had to happen. And this time that we're in, maybe this is what brings some things to light. So I am never resistant to change. I have been in the past, but one of the things I've learned as I've gotten older and wiser is do not resist change. Do not resist growth. I welcome it. I welcome growth. I welcome change. I want to be better at every turn. I'm most passionate about personal growth. So, yeah, I have not resisted it. I've mourned it because I do believe it's important. to mourn the loss of friendships, to mourn the loss of maybe family relationships, to mourn the loss of romantic relationships. We need to do that. That's a part of our healing. But I also encourage people, don't resist it. Don't resist the fact that, this person showed who they really were, or they fell by the wayside. They probably were not good for you. They were not a part of your lifelong journey, as a lot of people are not. They're here to teach us something, and we move on and move forward. We wish them the best. That's how you keep your energy good and pure and fresh. I wish everyone the best. I hope they have everything their heart wants and desires. I wish the best for them. But I also accept the fact that I am not a part of their lifelong journey, and they may not be a part of mine. So no backsliding. Do not entertain exes. Do not get bored and start looking through the contacts in your phone. I try to regularly, and I mean once a month, I regularly go through my texts. I regularly go through my contacts. I delete contacts. People who, if I see a name that I don't know who that person is, I delete it. I delete it because why? Why do I need to keep that in my phone? I delete messenger messages. I delete DMs. I delete things. I like to travel light. Energetically, it just feels good to me. I am only entertaining the people at that time, at that present moment, that I want to entertain. Anything else gets deleted. I travel lightly, and I encourage others to do the same. Now, I am a minimalist by nature, and I don't like stuff. I don't like a lot of things because, again, I think it saps me of my energy. And as a person who has ADD and needs, all the focus and all the energy going in one direction, that probably explains why that is. But I'm also a person who believes in traveling lightly. And I do the work within me to mourn the loss of people and relationships and things that are no longer serving me, things that are no longer good for me. And I move forward. And I really believe that is helpful, to me to just go on, to go forward. I don't hold on to things. I don't hold on to anger or bitterness or any of that. And I want to encourage you to be that type of person too, to really travel lightly, to not let situations and experiences with people to really leave a deep imprint on your heart. You've got to learn how to mourn those situations and move forward and embrace new, healthier situations. But during this time that we're in right now, we are entering into week 6, and yeah, it's something. It is something. My kids are going out to the grocery store almost every day just to have somewhere to go. The grocery store or Lowe's or Home Depot. That's how bad it is. Places that they normally would never be caught dead in, they're now wanting to go there, so people are kind of growing desperate. They're going desperate for something to do, for people to talk to. And yes, they are entertaining people that they normally wouldn't. If they had other things to do and other places to go, and if everything was working normally, they would not entertain these people. So don't backslide during this time. This is a warning, a cautionary tale not to do it. And use this time for your personal growth. Choose yourself first. Do the work for you, and those friendships, those family relationships, those people in your life that are good for you, continue to cultivate them, continue to do what's necessary to help those relationships grow, but choke off, starve these other people, starve these exes, starve these people who their intention for you isn't good. Choke that off. Those are weeds in your garden full of flowers, okay? We're not going to give them any time, any attention. We're going to choke them off. And in hopes of, they'll find somewhere else to grow. They'll find somewhere else to be. So I hope this word was encouraging for you. We have been doing a free coaching call this month, the month of April, the Feminine Mastery Coaching Call. It has been every Monday evening at 9:00 p.m. for about 1 hour. We meet up on Zoom, and you are welcome to join that call. We have our final call coming up this Monday, April 27th at 9:00 p.m. I'm going to put the link in the show notes if you would like to sign up, if you'd like to register. It is a great call. It is interactive. We have homework every week. The homework is, don't get scared by the word homework. It is fun. It is a lot of good information you're going to get, some worksheets and things for you to do. And you're going to grow. You're going to get some skills. You're going to become that feminine energy woman that I know you were born to be. So feel free to join us. This is the last call. Now, here's the thing. I may extend this call into the month of May because there's just so much to do and learn and see and grow. I may extend this call through the month of May, but our last free call will be Monday, April 27th at 9 o'clock p.m. And I'm going to put the link in the show notes for you to register for this call. If you are looking at this episode on YouTube, please remember to subscribe. Click the bell icon so you can be notified of when a new episode lands, and like this video. And I thank you so much for joining me today. And as always, stay open to love.
Thank you for listening to today's podcast episode. If you are enjoying this podcast, please leave me a 5-star rating and review. Your ratings and reviews help me to continue to bring you more great content. Head on over to YouTube and check out the Better Love Movement channel. There's more video content there, and you can subscribe to be notified when a new video is posted. If you have a question that you would like to have answered on the podcast or in a YouTube video, please send it to me at info@betterlovemovement.com. You can also connect with me directly on the Magnify app to have your dating and relationship questions answered. That's Magnifi, and it's available on iOS and Android. You get your first 5 minutes for free. So give me a call and let's chat. Hey everybody, it's Anita with Better Love Movement. So I am finally outside. It's a beautiful day today, and I wanted to make this quick video to remind you to click the link in my bio right now so you can get registered for the coaching call. There is going to be a free coaching call every Monday evening in the month of April, where I am teaching all of my ladies feminine power mastery skills, so that when this whole quarantine and social distancing thing is over, you are ready. You have everything you need so that you can navigate dating in a whole new way to really get what you want. So click the link in my bio today and join me Monday night at 9 o'clock p.m. for the Feminine Power Mastery Group Coaching Call. It's totally free, so do it right now.